Good morning. I just worked out, did 5 rounds boxing. I actually got a late start this morning. Let me get this camera set right. Got a late start this morning due to, I'm not sure why I got a late start. I have some stuff going on with the family, but so here I am. And this morning, when I get up in the mornings, I have a particular routine. I normally get up, 5 or 5:30, depending on if my buddy's coming to train with me or not. On the days he comes, I get up at 5 and we train at 5:30. On the days he doesn't come, I get up at 5:30. Just because I realized that 30 extra minutes of sleep would probably help me. But let me grab some water. I started thinking, which is dangerous for me. Some of y'all know I'm a pretty weird guy, but also, I don't just take something that someone says and accept it as truth, especially if it doesn't make sense. And I want to do that I try to do the same thing with the way that I think about myself. So I'm constantly trying to listen to people who are smarter than me and try to learn. And one thing that has really been big on my heart since switching jobs and having a job where I knock doors and my income is based on whether or not I write deals. And it's been a challenging road. I've done pretty well, but I haven't done great, and I've had some pretty good weeks and some slow weeks. But I found this system. I won't get into what it is, but it has just really changed the levels at which I'm producing. So basically, last month on July 19th, I had 3 deals installed, and to reach the bonus level, you have to have 12. I'd never had fewer than 13 in a month, and I was sitting at 3 on the 19th. And then I stumbled on this system. It's called the Straight Line System by Jordan Belfort, and I won't get into all that. But one of the main things about the Straight Line System is certainty. And so what my job through the Straight Line is, the Straight Line System takes my certainty and transfers it to the customer. It helps them see the value in protecting their families, the value in being proactive, so you don't have to be reactive. That's what I do. So I arrive at their door very certain that security is important and that they need it, and I transfer that certainty through the techniques of the Straight Line System. But I have to be genuine and certain. And so the biggest thing for me before was that I would go up to doors hoping that they might want security already. Well, now I know that whether they want it or not, because of the way that I approach their door, my certainty is going to just come off of me, but in the way that my tone is, the way my body language is, the way that I carry myself, the fact that I'm clean shaven, the fact that I'm in shape, everything, the way that I speak, my pitch is down. So every part of me when I arrive to that door is planned and precise, and I take my appearance seriously. I wear polo, khaki pants, shirt tucked in, and I arrive to them in a certain way, and they receive a certain energy. And I was thinking about that for life and like what we're supposed to be as Christians. And a lot of times in our walks, we say, do unto others as we'd have them do unto you. But if you don't know, and that is so important, but we can't overlook that Jesus used to take time to take care of himself. He knew first and foremost he had to take care of himself. If we're just me too, if we're just looking outwardly and trying to help people, but our insides, we're no offense, but if you're overweight or you're eating too much sugar or you're lazy or you're not performing the best at your job or whatever it is that you might be doing, and there's things in my life that I am not performing like I need to, and those things need to be looked at and evaluated. I'm not saying I'm any better, but we are called to greatness. Like Jesus was constantly getting away and praying for himself. I imagine he probably exercised and took care of himself. We can't turn the focus on and off in our life. And greatness is inside every one of us. Jesus not only, he not only put us here to tell the world about his glory, we're also put here to show the world his glory. So we show the world his glory by being just excellent at things. Like how glorious was Da Vinci when he, when he painted the beautiful paintings he painted the Sistine Chapel, and how amazing is it to go like to New York City and just see the skyscrapers, the amazing things humans have built. So we're not only supposed to be telling the world about his glory, we're supposed to show them. How amazing is it to sit and watch Michael Jordan glide through the air? Michael Jordan is a great athlete, but he worked really, really hard at his craft. And when we really, as a Christian, I sit and look at that amazing human God made. You're amazing. Like, pick something in your life and just try to be the best at it. Whatever it is. If you're a janitor, make your bathrooms be the cleanest bathrooms in the whole building. If you're a clerk at a store, be the most efficient, the fastest, the friendliest. Take care of your customers. Make them feel happy that they chose to check out with you. If you're a garbage man, pick up the trash. If you see a piece come flying out, be that one who runs and picks it up off the street. Be the best garbage man there is. If you're a professional athlete, be the best professional athlete. That glorifies God. It doesn't glorify God for you to cut corners in your life and not be the best. It talked about Jesus being a carpenter. I just imagine that his work was just excellent. Whether it was that he was actually a wood carpenter or mason, some people have said that it's hard, the way that it was translated, maybe he actually laid bricks. But whatever he did, and Paul was a tent maker. I bet he was an amazing tent maker. Be the best that you can possibly be. Try to be the best at something. Don't be satisfied with being second best. Not because you want to be better than other people, just because you want to be the best you, because that glorifies God, being the best you. Greatness is in all of us, but you have to have the courage to let it out. You got to have the courage to fail. Failure is not losing. Failure is not going out for the varsity team and putting a whole bunch of hard work in and going to camps and learning how to play and practice, say it's basketball and you just practice elbow in, follow through, shooting, 500 free throws a day and practicing, dribbling and constantly running and being in shape and going out for the varsity team at a gigantic school and not making it. That's not failure. Failure is never picking up a basketball again. That's failure. Because something similar to that happened to Michael Jordan. He didn't make a team or something happened like that. I don't know. They say that story isn't completely true, but basically the story is something like he didn't make a junior varsity team or something like that and ended up being the greatest player in history. Imagine if there he said, I lost. He didn't lose. The road just went in a different direction than what he thought it was going to go. So fight. Connect yourself to the Logos. Connect yourself to Jesus. Put people before yourself. Always. But the reason you do that is because that's actually what's best for yourself. So you have to take care of yourself. Get up early. Pray. Exercise. Be responsible for what you let come out of your mouth. If you do a job, if you do whatever you do, and you stamp your name on it, know that you're also stamping, as a Christian, you're stamping the name of Jesus on it. You're saying, this is, if I do this work this way, then this is what I'm presenting this to Jesus to. And that's really what the truth is, y'all. We do work and we stamp our name on it and we walk away, and we're like a Christian supposed to be responsible for working ahead of Jesus and taking part in new creation, and we're halfway doing stuff. And we all are. I'm doing it too. I halfway do my marriage. I halfway do parenting. I was halfway doing my job. So being great also glorifies God. You also glorify God with more than just, it's not just what you don't do, it's what you do. He said do. Anyway, I love y'all. Go out today and be great. Look at the areas in your life where you're cutting corners. Dig deep. Want to be the best. It's in all of y'all. Yesterday's courage drops you off at today's curbside. And then it heads down the road. You got to find new courage for every day. Yesterday's ceiling is now today's floor. So what you accomplished yesterday, that's a victory, but it becomes today's status quo, today's norm. Whatever you did yesterday, you can do it again today and more. That's how humans are. We've never hit our ceiling. Our brains learn, and they want to learn more. Our bodies give, and they want to give more until you really get to the end. But nobody in this group, and most of the people who watch this are not seniors. You're not at the very end of your life. And even then, you still got stuff you can do. You can still talk. You can still tell people about Jesus. You can still let people see, even as you're in your last days, you're still fighting to be great for God and to tell people of his greatness and to tell them, look, I know you're broken, but you deserve what the King deserves because of what he did. And that's Jesus. Go be great, y'all. Love you. Bye.